Are you looking for your purpose? Let me help you find some thoughts on this. I'm Michele Thill with Newland Wellness, and this is for women who are over 50 and in a major life transition. This conversation with us today is sparked by a conversation that took place over the holiday with family. And it was all about our purpose in life. Now, think about this. How many of us were taught, either by our families or our culture, that there's one purpose in our lives, one calling, one direction that defines us, like forever, right? We come up with this purpose maybe at a younger age when we enter college, and that's supposed to take us all throughout our lives. And then for some of us, our lives go in a different direction, and we're left sitting here going, well, my purpose is now over with? Or is our purpose not one thing that we have already figured out or thought we have, but something that evolves with us and grows with us over time? So let me give you a little example. Some years back, I've been on my own now for almost 10 years. And some years back, earlier on, I happened to be on a call with a community I was part of, and a woman on there who was a psychic giving some direction. And I felt like I needed some direction in my life and was looking to an outside source to help guide me. As I was waiting my turn on the call, the woman before me was talking about her life, and she needed guidance as well. But as she spoke about her life at that point was similar to the life I had, that I really loved the most, that I was missing the most. It wasn't so much that I was missing my ex so much. I was missing having a partnership. I was missing being married. I was missing the family unit, that now my kids were grown and they were going on their own as my ex was going on his own, leaving me to figure out my own way through all this. And I found myself really resenting what she had to say. Can you relate? You know, I'm listening to her, and in my head, I'm like, oh, I feel so bad for you. Oh, it must be nice. Oh, I wish I had your problems. And these were the thoughts that were going through my head. It's like I couldn't help it. She was triggering me with what she had to say. And then it was my turn on the call. And before I even got a chance to ask my question or state my name, the woman, gosh, she was awesome. Tori Hartman is her name, said to me, I have to say something to you. First off, I don't know why, but I have to say this to you. Your life before wasn't better. It was just different. Those are words that I continue to live by, especially in those moments when I find myself going down that path of what once was that is no longer. And she really opened my eyes, and she was right. My life wasn't any better back then. It was just different. And by me changing my view and perspective, it helped me to move forward and not stay stuck. like my purpose was over. That point, the purpose I held as the role of a wife and a mother at that stage was different. It was ending. But now I was moving into a new purpose. Now, fast forward a bit of time later, another woman that I also love, that has greatly helped me, Marilyn Aloria, she once on a call was talking about how she was, this is what I remember, maybe not her exact words, of course, was that she was sick and tired of people asking her, what's my purpose, or feeling like their purpose had passed. And she said, I want us to start realizing that we have many purposes in life. That also was a game changer for me. And I want to share that with you today. We have many purposes in our lives, and they change at different stages of our life. Because think about this. You're not the same woman you were at 25, 35, even 45. You're growing, you're evolving, and now your life circumstances are also changing and evolving. You may be like me and have gone through a divorce, or maybe a death of a partner, or your kids now are grown and you're still dealing with or will be dealing with empty nesting. Or you've had a career that you've held for a long time, or a job that you felt defined you that now you no longer have. All these roles we had that we felt were who we were. And they were roles we played in a time in our lives. Who we are is a spirit having a human experience, a part of God or the universe or whatever you would consider down here having an experience. Sounds very hippy dippy, I know, but let's face it, that's who I am. And I do believe in what I'm sharing, either from others or the experiences I'm having myself. And what if now you're at a stage in life where it isn't all about doing something that gives you purpose, but being someone that gives you purpose? It's not in all the doing, what we were expected of us in certain stages of our life, but it's now the being of who we are becoming by unbecoming the roles we held, unbecoming the habits we've held. And some of those habits were unbecoming to us as well. We were talking at this holiday with family and reminiscing and laughing, and I was thinking back to what a nervous mother I was, as now my niece, if you will, has a little one, and being more in a laid back atmosphere, you know, and how now I can be that way with my kids and eventual grandkids. So what if our purpose is really creating more joy in our life, is really, instead of working hard, playing more, bringing more love into our lives, the lives of our family and friends, being more light, being more hopeful? What if it's you rediscovering who you are now at this stage? Is it someone that you once related to, the you that was an artist or a dancer in the past, that maybe now you're connecting with again? Maybe it's you that just is enjoying life more after so many years of just getting by because of all the expectations that were put on you, the different roles you held, be it job, be it a mother, working with your parents, being a daughter, being a partner to someone, all those different roles that now the focus is on you. I wanted to give you some thoughts about finding your purpose, if you will. The first one is what if you just let go of the pressure of having to have it all figured out? You know, we don't need that 5-year plan, right? We're not looking to find something that is expected to take us for the rest of our lives. What if it's all in stages and you take the baby steps that lead to the next step, They call it the breadcrumbs. And it's the soul searching. What brings more happiness and joy into my life right now? What if your purpose were to discover that? Tell me that isn't something meaningful. Or what if you follow curiosity, not the responsibilities? You know, you've spent years doing what everyone else expected of you, right? Maybe what you expected of you, holding those roles. And what if now, instead of having that now what kind of attitude, it becomes the what now? What now can be happening in my life? How am I going to bring more aliveness into my life? Ooh, does that resonate with you? You know, a lot of times I feel like we walk around like the Walking Dead, if you will. We're just on autopilot going through our lives. And some people, that's how their lives will go. That's their kind of mission in life. But if you're following me, you're seeing that there's a bigger picture, even if you don't totally understand or know what that looks like, of the curiosity of what's next now and how do I bring out more joy into my day. Because let's face it, we're all getting older. And that's a privilege and an honor because not everybody will. But we don't have to be old. The more you can enjoy life, the more you can laugh, the more you can play, if you will, the more your immune system functions at its highest levels, keeping you healthy from illness and disease, the more you realize you need to take care of you and set healthy boundaries and make sure you're eating healthier food choices to fuel your body, resting and getting that chance to relax with stress management tools like I've shared, getting sleep. And the more you do all that, the more alive you feel. I feel better now than I did in my 20s, because when I was in my 20s, I was a young mother, hardly sleeping, with 2 young kids, and trying to figure things out and stressing out a lot. And now that purpose has changed. And the focus now is more on me. And I feel timeless. I feel like I'm forever 25, if you will, but in a better mental space now than I was back then. The last one is the purpose in your life right now might seem softer, if you will, more playful. Again, it may not be that you're doing, it may be that you're being, that you're rediscovering yourself, that you're taking care of yourself. Maybe you're healing some things in yourself, mental, physical, or both. So again, what is your purpose? What if you just took one step at a time, took the pressure off, and just enjoyed your life and see where it leads you? If you're like me, if I resonate with you, please like and follow and subscribe for more. And please, if you know of a woman that would benefit with what I have to share, please share my message with her as we're on this journey, making this second half of life our best half, even if the first half was fabulous. So until next time, be well.